I was wondering, what if it was a man who directed the film, who would understand most probably the empathy that she felt in spite of her father kidnapping her, taking her to Pakistan. And so when I was approached for the role, I said, your father is not a villain. She said, no, I spent last 2 years of my father who kidnapped. It's the director's personal story. And so I said, I'm not going to play it as if he was a villain. She said, no. He was just too protective about me. He grew up in a society where that's what he thought was right thing to do. So I don't know if I would look at my father, if he had done this to me, I would have said he's a villain, this one-dimensional. So somehow I feel that could be a possibility. I can't say for certain, but I thought that could be a possibility.
But correct me if I'm wrong, that way I feel like if two different men direct the same film, they will direct it differently.
Differently, yes.
So I think it's more individualistic, what every person feels and the point of view of every different person rather than gender-based.
No, it's not about gender. I'm not coming from I think inherent like I was okay. Good. Give you an example. In 2003, I was asked to play a transvestite in a play in England. English director, and I was highly recommended by one of the very famous theatre writers here, Mahesh Dattani. I ended up in London, and the director looked at me. I had short hair, and like looked at me, and he sunk. He was like, I said, "Don't worry, I can act." He thought I'm such a male, and how can I play a transvestite? So, but I didn't know what to do, and in the night, that first night, and tomorrow I have to go for rehearsals, and I have to convince the poor guy suffering from, this nightmare, that who is this guy has come to play transvestite. He doesn't have that element at all. So I sat on my bed, and I was thinking, how do I play a woman which is trapped in this man's body and make it convincing and not make it caricaturish, which I see around. So I sat and I went through all my relationship with all the women in my life. Started with my mom. And then, my best friends, my lovers, my fiancés, and then finally, I was not married then. The only 5 or 6, 7 things that I found common in all the women were grace, tolerance, patience, empathy, elegance, and a sense of deep love. These are and the gentleness which comes with that. So I cannot deny that. Males, especially in India, we have to learn a lot and travel towards our macho-ness, from our macho-ness into, especially people, those who are in the field of art, I feel that we have to travel towards that aspect of ourselves, which is within us itself. And then next day I came and I did my rehearsal, and I was like, oh my God, you got it. I was like, thank you. So from that point of view, I was saying, that there is something that I don't see. Very rarely I've met a man in India who would have this very there are that softness, the gentleness. Because I think even if they have the risk, they don't want to show it out of fear, like, will I be perceived as, as gay or something. So unfortunately, I don't know. So.
Well, I think last question before we open it up for questions in the audience. What are you most looking forward to next that you're doing?
I think this past 1 year has been very, very fortunately busy, I would say. I've been shooting back-to-back very different kinds of films. I see a good mix that has happened this year. Some of the films are the kinds that I went with the script. Some of the films were the kinds where I felt like this is the kind of script I would love to watch to just have a good time. So I have Luka Chuppi, which is something that I'm very, very excited about. which is going to come early next year. So that's there. Then there is Arjun Patiala with Diljit. Then there's A House Full, which is completely crazy and completely mad. I've had a great time working on that film. And right now, I'm also looking forward to working with Ashutosh Guwarkar sir on Panipat. That's going to be technically my first proper period film, I would say. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed working in the different mix this year, and I'm looking forward to the releases of these in the next year. Having said that, I think I'm always sort of, as an actor, you know, you're a little restless. You're always sort of craving to do something a little more different next, to just find that script that you just and say, "Ha, this." Because I think वो बहुत rare होता है. अच्छी scripts मिलना बहुत बहुत मुश्किल होता है. I think, you know, a script which you just hear and say yes before you know it's ending. It's very rare. So I
That
really
happened
hope
with you with something?
it's been very rare. Yeah, I think with Luka Chupi, yes, I sort of did love the script, and I kind of said yes to it immediately, which is why I think I'm also very excited about for it. Even a Bareilly, if I would say, I think sometimes when you hear it at that point, you know, the mindset that you are in, you like the script, but you're not sure of certain things. And sometimes it's a very bad idea to do a narration immediately post lunch because everybody's a little sleepy. So your state of mind is not right to say yes or no to a script. But again, there are some films that you hear and it stays with you for days. And that's when you get a feeling that, you know, I am still thinking about it, let me go back. And Bareilly Ki Barfi I actually heard twice. So when I went back and I felt the same thing about the script, I felt the same thing about the character, I felt that this is something that I want to do next. But yeah, as an actor, I think next year I'm really hoping. I have a long list of directors who I genuinely really want to work with. So I'm really hoping I get to work with a few of them. I'm hoping I get to do something different as an actor because again, right now is a point where I am sort of craving. And I think it's been only a few films that I've done. So there's so much more that I want to do. So I hope that starts again next year.
What can we look forward to in your filmography?
By the time one person answers, you forget what the question is.
I repeat.
No, he repeated.
Yeah.
There are a few films. One is this micro-budget film that I did. As I said, the whole budget of the film was 16 lakhs. There's, of course, the release of Robo 2. Then that's the opposite budget film, you know. Totally, like it's around 500 crore or something.
So you didn't need your scooter.
They didn't give me much, unfortunately. But there is another film called Nirvana In, which is in the genre of paranormal thriller. A young Tamil director, which is very interesting film. So it is in that totally different zone and mostly travel the world. I'm about to. Then I did a film with Gautam Ghosh called One Day in the Rains with lovely actors Neeraj Kavi and I and Tilottama Shom. And about to start day after tomorrow another one with Mr. Prakash Jha. And yeah, so and there are some Netflix series. If they shoot in Delhi, then I will do it. Then I can be home. No, it's not a condition. I'm saying if they shoot in Delhi, I didn't say that they have to shoot in Delhi. Yeah, so that's that.
Well, thank you both, and I think there's be some question. Oh, so many.
Hi, ma'am. So I'm Adira. I'm from Reva University, Bangalore. I just want to ask the question that where do you find the regional or the parallel films in future? Like, will it be restricted in the film festivals or will it hit the other areas? Like the commercial films are getting all the impact in films. So where do you find regional films in the future?
I think regional films are doing damn well. I feel like whether it's Telugu, whether it's Tamil, whether it's Marathi.
The parallel films actually.
You mean not Robo?
Yeah, not like that.
Robo
Not the
is a
commercial
pretty
ones.
regional film.
Yeah. Parallel films, not.
Who are you asking?
I'm Adira. Adil sir.
Oh, you mean asking me?
Where do I find what?
Parallel films.
I think it's a good time for, you call it parallel cinema, we call it independent films these days, or art house films. It's doing pretty, it's a beginning of a good time. अच्छे दिन है. नहीं सचमुच क्योंकि पहले kind of actor the kind of films that I would have like to do happening more, and I don't get time even to stay in Delhi, and I'm traveling across the world. So I think those who want to do films of this nature, there are platforms, digital platforms, and more festivals are happening, like Dharamshala Film Festival for that matter. And Jagaran Festival is traveling into 18 or 19 different cities to show and educate people to watch something which is complex and not on the face all the time. They have their space also. All the multiplexes are there, 3,000 screens or 5,000 screens. But films like, for example, the Kasi film that I'm in. So those are getting spaces now. I think it's good days there. I mean, it's coming. It's drop in the ocean, but the beginning of a good time.
My first question is to Mr. Adil.
Yes,
How
please.
was working experience with DOP Russell Carpenter? And to Kruti, though there is no difference for actors, in the production house they will call us A-listers. Now you are A-lister, still you go through that audition process with casting director. And one more last one.
अभी हम एक question बोल रहे हैं, आप तीन बोल रहे हो, रुक जाओ. एक करके. He's got his list on. You remember your first question?
I didn't understand the first question.
Your working
No, because I'm short of
experience with DOP Russell Carpenter.
Russell Carpenter, are you in the camera? You are...
I am interested in...
Oh, you're interested, okay. Russell Carpenter, I just did one scene in that film, Parched, and he took one whole night to light up the whole cave, and he's like a painter. I mean, he doesn't give up. So, like in India, I see quite often in the set like, हाँ चल जाएगा. So they don't say चल जाएगा. It has to happen. What we have imagined, it has to happen. And he's the quietest DOP. You don't hear him. Sometimes you hear this mumbling, like that right there, and it can go there maybe. So he's directing his Gaffa, So very soft-spoken, extremely well-behaved, wonderful human being, and it's almost like you are talking to someone who's an encyclopedia of world cinema, and it's a lot of fun to work with Russell Carpenter. I mean, he didn't win an Oscar just like that, of course. So yeah.
Yeah. What was your second question?
Even though there is for actors, there is no difference. In production house, they will label as A-listers and other things. Now we are in A-lister actresses. So still you have to go through audition process with casting director for every new film?
No, not for every new film. I think it kind of depends on the director, what the director wants. Sometimes the director wants to see how you approach a particular character before they cast you. And sometimes it's not required. But not necessarily the casting director. Sometimes the director themselves also kind of audition you. For Rapta, I did audition. Dinesh Vijan had called me to the office. In fact, it was supposed to be a meeting. I was not even prepared for the audition. And he just had called Sushant also there, which I was not aware of. And he just took out a scene and he said, just take 10 minutes. And then let's just do it and see how it flows. So I took my time to learn lines and to see how I'm gonna do it. And then we did that scene a couple of times. I think he sort of wanted to gauge how I approach that character, how I approach that scene, and also he wanted to see how me and Sushant sort of complement each other in the scene. Are we able to generate some sort of chemistry without knowing each other? Are we able to, like he was looking for some magic. He was looking for something that happens in the scene that convinces him that, okay, this is Saira. That's the character. So when we did that scene, I remember doing it 2-3 times. And then something happened and me and Sushant, we started completing each other's lines. Like he forgot one dialogue and I completed it. I said something differently, he followed up. So I think the energy, the character, how you're close to it, how you're approaching it. Sometimes the director wants to see and there's nothing wrong in that. So I would always be willing to do it.
Sir, Adil sir. So I would like to ask, so would you consider Hangul Theatre to be your alma mater or DNSD?
Hangul Theatre. For people, those who don't know about that, we have a big tradition of mobile theatre companies in. Definitely not Hangul Theatre. Nowhere close. NSD, National Program.
And when are we getting more of Kothanodi and Maserati Ketegi? When are we getting more of such films to the industry?
I have no idea because I wish I could write and direct, but I am just just a component in a film. So whenever they ask if Sriram has got he never cast me after that, so I'm publicly saying it. So if somebody casts me, I'm ready to act in.
I'm a film student at FTIM.
Hi.
Hello, sir. I'm a screenwriting student. So my question is, a director looks at a script differently. Art director looks at it from his perspective. A cinematographer looks from his perspective, what he wants to do with the scene. How do you guys, as actor, for both of you, what do you look in a script as actors?
I think your question is sort of similar to what he had asked, where how do we say yes to a film and what?
When you read a scene,
Yeah.
do you try to connect it with your personality?
Are you trying to say how do we approach a script or how do we approach a scene?
Yeah.
Well, as I said, there's no one way of approaching it. I think I sometimes like to draw a backstory of the character. There are things which are not written in the script. So it's always nicer when you have a story in your head because then you feel like you know the person. Where the character is coming from in that particular scene. There are sometimes certain things that the character is saying and there are times when certain things the character is not saying. So trying to understand that, like I sort of like making my notes. I'm I think a BTech student, it comes from there. So I like making my notes. I like seeing that when a character is speaking a particular dialogue, why is he saying what he's saying? Rather she. Yeah, why is she saying what she's saying? And does she mean exactly that? Or is she actually feeling something else and she's covering up? A lot of things. Subtext is what we say. So I think that's my vision of it. That's my way of looking at it. But I always am there and I like discussing with my directors. Because eventually, it is a director's vision, which you as an actor have to contribute to and collaborate in whatever way you can. So yeah, I usually have a lot of questions when I'm preparing for a film, and I go with my list, and I'm very interactive and talkative with the director, and he becomes my best friend.
Hello. Hello, sir. Actually, I'm Vikas Kumar. I'm coming from Delhi, and I want to ask one question from Dil sir. सर ये कैसे पता लगे कि एक डायरेक्टर एक एक्टर से क्या चाहता है? एक बीइंग एक्टर कैसे पता लगे उसको कि एक डायरेक्टर उससे क्या चाहता है?
मुझे बिल्कुल नहीं मालूम है। अगर मुझे पता होता तो अच्छी बात होती, लेकिन मेरे ख्याल से बहुत अलग अलग किस्म के डायरेक्टर्स होते हैं। उनके जो भाषा है, मतलब हम हिंदी अंग्रेजी की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, जो क्रिएटिव भाषा है उसको समझने के लिए अपने आप को बहुत खुला छोड़ना पड़ता है कि अब क्या बोलूं। जैसे मुझे याद है मैंने श्री राम जी से मैंने शेयर किया था, एंगली ने मुझे आके बोला अचानक से, बहुत वो पैदल आया, 1 मिनट लगता है पैदल आने में उनका 3D स्क्रीन के पास। 10% प्यार जोड़िए, आप जो इतना गुस्सा कर रहे हैं उसके साथ 10% उसमें प्यार भी जोड़िए। तो मुझे समझ में आ गया था, लेकिन उनको कैसे पता है कि मुझे ये समझ में आएगा? अगर वो कहता कोई इंटेलेक्चुअल इंटरप्रिटेशन दिस, नो माय योर कैरेक्टर इज यू नो व्हाट इज बिकॉज यू ग्रू अप इन अ सर्टेन सिचुएशन एंड ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, आई वुड हैव बीन मे बी, मुझे शायद ना समझ में आए। तो ये डायरेक्टर्स के ऊपर भी है कि वो कैसे आपसे बात करते हैं, और आपके ऊपर भी है। अगर आप एक्टर हैं तो आपको चौकन्ना रहना चाहिए होगा विदाउट गेटिंग टेंस्ड और स्ट्रेस्ड, कि मतलब एक शब्द अगर आपको पकड़ने के लिए मिल जाए कि ये चाह रहा है, समझ रहे ना, वो तो काफ़ी सारे वोकैबुलरी अलग अलग किस्म के इस्तेमाल करेंगे, लेकिन उसमें से अगर एक आपको पता चल जाए कि अच्छा शायद ये, तो आप उसके बाद 3, 4, 5 तरीके से उनको करके दिखाइए कि ये या ये। अगर उसमें से कुछ भी काम नहीं कर रहा है तो दोबारा कोशिश करें। बहुत मुश्किल है जी ये।
हमारे यहाँ बोलते हैं ना 10 पैसा ऊपर कर दो या 10 पैसा नीचे कर दो।
करेक्ट, यस, एब्सोल्युटली।
I think it was a very sophisticated way of saying the same thing. 10%.
Sir, one more question, sir. Please. Sir, please.
There are a lot of people, so let's.
Sir, बहुत जरूरी है सर।
एक बार ताली मार दो सब।
सर, आजकल जैसा देखते हैं फिल्मों में, मोस्टली हीरोज और विलेंस बॉडी बना के घूमते हैं, मतलब परफॉर्म करते हैं। मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ सर, बॉडी बनाना कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है इंडस्ट्री में, क्योंकि आजकल के जितने भी लर्नर एक्टर हैं, आजकल के जितने भी लर्नर एक्टर हैं वो एक्टिंग सीखने कम जाते हैं, अब जिम में ज़्यादा जाते हैं। तो सर ये मैं पूछना चाहूँगा सर।
हो गया।
मैम, यू आर लुकिंग सो ब्यूटीफुल।
Let's have a round of applause for that also.
Hi, Aditya. Hi, Kriti ma'am.
Hello.
I am Shandilya Gaurav. I am doing Masters in Theatre from Gwalior Marala Mansingh Tomar Music and Art University. Sir, I am much better. Can I explain in Hindi?
हाँ, हिंदी में बोलिए।
सर, जब आप असलम करते हैं और जब आप मुकेश कपूर करते हैं, तो जब आपको डायरेक्टर अप्रोच करते हैं सर, दोनों कैरेक्टर दोनों की बिल्कुल अपोजिट है एक दूसरे की, तो सर आप उसके लिए खुद को प्रिपेयर कैसे करते हैं? आपका प्रोसेस क्या होता है सर?
बात की है
सर बात की है, बट मैं
अंग्रेजी में बोला था,
ये कम्प्लीटली इंग्लिश में था, तो मैं मतलब
जो जिनको दोनों भाषा आते हैं वो थोड़े बोर हो जाएंगे, मैं शॉर्ट में कहूँगा। अब बैठिए, बैठ जाइए प्लीज। तो मैंने ये कहा कि पहले मैं बहुत ही एक मिलिटेंट एटीट्यूड था कि मेथड एक्टिंग, बैक स्टोरी, ब्ला 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 वो करता था, और बहुत एफिशिएंट मेथड वो सिस्टम है, बिल्कुल एफिशिएंट सिस्टम है, अभी भी वो मेरे दिमाग में रहता है, ऐसा नहीं कि। तो अभी जो है फिलहाल कुछ चीज़ें ऐसे होने लगे कि मुझे ये 5 W जिसको कहते हैं ना, कहाँ से आए हो, कौन हो आप, क्यों यहाँ हो, वेयर, व्हेन, व्हाट, व्हाई एंड हु, ये 5 का जवाब मुझे स्क्रिप्ट से मिलता है कि मैं कौन हूँ, कहाँ से हूँ, और थोड़ा सा ऑटोमेटिकली कनेक्ट होता है कि मेरी ज़िंदगी के साथ इस सीन्स से क्या संपर्क है, क्या रिलेशन है, कुछ एक्सपीरियंस है कि नहीं है। अभी मैं स्पाइडरमैन करूँगा तो मुझे पता नहीं कि कैसे मैं उसको करूँगा, क्योंकि मुझे उड़ना भी पड़ेगा। ये तो सपने में हम उड़ते हैं काफ़ी, मैं तो काफ़ी बार उड़ चुका हूँ, तो शायद वहाँ से रहूँगा। लेकिन मैंने एक चीज़ मैंने कहा है, जो अभी जो फ़िलहाल मैं करता हूँ उसको आप मत करिएगा, क्योंकि शायद ना काम करे, वो एफिशिएंट नहीं है, वो बहुत ही डेंजरस मेथड है। जैसे आप क्लिफ से जंप कर लिए और आपके पास रस्सी नहीं है, तो आप मरेंगे या उड़ेंगे। तो मैं अभी उड़ने में थोड़ा सा मशगूल, क्या कहते हैं उर्दू में बात कर रहे हैं, मतलब, तो मैं सोचता नहीं हूँ कि कैसे करूँ मैं ये रोल। मैं पढ़ता हूँ और फिर वहाँ जाता हूँ, और डायरेक्टर्स जो कहते हैं उसको बहुत अच्छी तरीके से समझने की कोशिश करता हूँ भाई साहब, कि अच्छा ये चाह रहे हैं, इस जोन में जा रहा है, इस इलाके में मुझे रहना है। उसके बाद थोड़ा सा डायरेक्टर साहब का काम ही होता है कि आपको फैसिलिटेट करें कि नहीं इधर लाइक यू नो हम जैसे बकरी बकरवाल होते हैं कि नहीं उस तरफ मत जाओ, इधर रहो। तो फिर और कुछ डायरेक्टर्स शायद आपको कुछ करने देंगे और बोलेंगे उन्होंने शायद ये भी सोचा नहीं था, अच्छा ये सीन तो मैं ऐसे सोचा भी नहीं था लेकिन ये तो अच्छा हो रहा है, तो उनको जाने देते हैं। तो बस वही अभी कर रहा हूँ मैं। तुम sit down.
So there's somebody there who's waving yes.
You're violating the code of conduct now. हम चाय पी के बाद में बात करेंगे रास्ते में। Okay. हाँ जी।
Hello Adil sir. What's your take on space and time?
Wow. There is this exercise in Stanislavski's system called Four Circle. Four Circle is connected to all the time space and time, but space not only in terms of physical space, but inner spaces as well. The first circle is that yourself, when you close your eyes, you are within yourself, and then you open your eyes, then this man on my left is there, of course you guys are there, and if I consider you guys are not there, then he's there, and then I open my eyes a little bit, and she's looking at me, and then I am in this with the society. So, and then if I imagine where am I, this particular auditorium is in Goa. Goa is next to the sea, and then you start imagining the whole space in terms of the Earth, and Earth is in solar system, and solar system is in Milky Way, and Milky Way. So, and you cannot keep thinking about it. So, it has to be your first nature, that your inner quietude must constantly be aware as much as you can, of course. It's the only capital of an actor that I've seen. Like when I look at Anthony Hopkins or Ben Kingsley, and I look at a young actor from Hollywood, my eyes keep going to Anthony Hopkins or Ben Kingsley. It doesn't travel to unless, you know, the beautiful other people, but I'm just saying generally when we act. So, and one is a great actor, the other is a greater actor. तो उसका जो difference है वो quietude में है उनके silence में है, उनके चुप्पी में है, ठहराव में है। वो कैपिटल मेरे ख्याल से एक्टर का कैपिटल अगर है कुछ भी है वो आपसे कोई छीन नहीं सकता है, वो है आपका इनर क्वाइट्यूड कितना है, वो उसका दायरा कितना बड़ा है। तो स्पेसेस ये भी हिसाब से, टाइम इज ऑल्सो स्टैंड स्टिल, यू नो, टाइम स्टैंड स्टिल इफ यू आर क्वाइट, इट फ्लोज वेरी स्लोली, एंड फॉर एन एक्टर, फॉर अ राइटर, आई गेस when you're in the moment and if you can dive deep into the moment, then you create most probably something which will be, audience will be curious to watch it. Because I also, if I'm quiet, I generate quietude amongst the people who watch